Good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Minister of Transportation commence level of work on Lagos Ibadan rail line project. Lagos Traffic Radio partners Society for Family Health and promoting adolescent health. On the foreign scene, EU leaders sign UK withdrawal agreement. And in sport, Swiss-based goalkeeper declares readiness to dump Switzerland for Nigeria. Now the details. My name is Taiwo Barua. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, says there is remarkable improvement on the pace of work on the Lagos-Ibadan standard gauge rail line. Amechi made the assertion after an inspection of the ongoing work on the Lagos axis of the rail line. The minister, who had earlier frowned at the contractors on Monday, said he had observed improvement in construction of stations and mobilization of more staff to the site. Amechi said the federal government would not allow laying of tracks before construction of stations when the Ibadan-Kano standard gauge rail line whenever the construction commenced. He added that the laying of tracks and construction of stations must run concurrently to avoid the kind of delay experienced in the Lagos-Ibadan rail line. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Works and Infrastructure, Ramide Adeyoye, says the vision of the present administration is to uplift the Lagos State Public Works Corporation (LSPWC) to a strategic one-stop shop for road construction outfits in Lagos and environs. Adeyoye said the state government will increase the capacity of the corporation's workforce and equipment to meet the modern standards in road construction, rehabilitation, and maintenance. Adeyoye, who stated this during her official working visit to the LSPWC, expressed her appreciation to the corporation and its entire staff for rising up to the challenge on the implementation of zero tolerance to potholes in Lagos, while noting that the state has invested a lot in quality equipment and development of staff for the agency's operations. She maintained that there is a need to continue the teamwork approach and further improve the quality of delivery, especially in terms of input sourced from vendors. The Nigerian Port Authority (NPA) has put measures in place to tackle congestion at the port complex in Lagos. NPA General Manager, Corporate and Strategic Communications Adams Jatu said these became necessary following recent increase in the waiting time of vessel scaling at the Lagos Port Complex, Apapa. He said from Monday, January 20, vessels which have waited to berth at any terminal within the Lagos pilotage district will be diverted to other terminals with capacity to berth vessels within the district. Jato added that these actions have been taken to promote the ease of doing business policy of the federal government and curtail the negative economic impact that the long turnaround time of vessels has on stakeholders. The Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC) has cautioned motorists against speeding and reckless driving at ongoing construction zones to guard against loss of lives and property. Ogun FRSC Sector Commander Clement Oladile, who made the call, said most mishaps occurred at road rehabilitation zones, while others were due to non-compliance with traffic rules and regulations. He said 48 lives were lost in the state in 102 road accidents between December 2019 and now. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria (IPMAN) says the association will continue to train fuel tanker drivers in the country. IPMAN National Public Relations Officer Suleiman Yakubu said the association organized quarterly workshops and retraining for drivers following an existing synergy between petroleum tanker drivers (PTD) and IPMAN. He said the training has helped in improving drivers' attitude and educated them on risks they were exposed to while driving. Now to the rest of the stories. Lagos Traffic Radio is ready to collaborate with individuals and organizations that promote societal goods and values. General Manager of the station, Taya Akonle, stated this today when officials of a non-governmental organization, Society for Family Health, SFH, paid a courtesy visit to the station. Akonle said traffic radio, though more prominent in reporting traffic and promoting transportation issues, will however use its platform to ensure that it helps promote the activities of SFH when necessary. He commended the effort of the Society for Family Health for being there over the years and promoting better health for all. The general manager was particularly elated for the recognition given to Lagos Traffic Radio by SFH despite the numerous radio stations in Lagos. Speaking on the reasons for their visit, SFH Project Director for Adolescent 360, Hajia Fatima Muhammad, said the organization is over 37 years in Nigeria and is regarded as a reputable non-governmental organization in the world.
Worried about the incidences of unplanned pregnancies, STI, sexually transmitted disease, and HIV and AIDS. So all that we do take care of in that Adolescent 360 project, which we implement in primary healthcare centers, in some private facilities, and for example in Lagos, we are also at Hello Lagos, 2 Hello Lagos facilities. And we hope that Nigerian government at the state and local government level should expand on what we are doing and scale it up so that more adolescents are able to access services and be able to get the healthcare they need, so that we also contribute to the universal healthcare coverage for Nigeria.
Mohammed said the society intends to use Lagos Traffic Radio to reach out and bring to the fore the issues of adolescents. The presidency has faulted the claim of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, that the federal government should reconstitute the leadership of the the leadership of the security forces in the country to brace up for its fight against terrorism and insurgency. CAN President Samson Ayokunle had said on Thursday that a Christian body demanded an overhaul of the Security Council with a view to bringing in new heads of all the security agencies and the paramilitary organizations, which no religion or part of the country will dominate. Ayokunle stated this while reacting to the decapitation of Lawan Andemi, CAN chairman in Michika local government area of Adamawa State, by Boko Haram insurgents. But the President Muhammadu Buhari's special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, in a statement today said a different leadership of the nation's security forces did not guarantee that insurgency would vanish from the country, adding that no religion or part of the country dominates the leadership of the security forces. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has said he was misquoted on the Southwest Regional Security Outfit, codenamed Operation Amotekun. Malami explained that he did not say that Amotekun was illegal. He explained that he only said Amotekun should be properly backed by law so that any government that eventually succeeded this government would not rubbish the operation. Now to foreign news. The heads of the European Commission and Council, Ursula von der Leyen and Charles Michel, have signed the withdrawal agreement ahead of the UK's exit from the EU on January 31. The Queen approved it on Thursday, and next Wednesday the European Parliament is expected to vote for it too. The UK has agreed to abide by EU rules during a transition period until the end of the year. By 2021, the UK aims to have agreed a deal on future ties. Brexit ends 46 years in the EU club. In sport now, Swiss-born Nigerian goalkeeper Sebastian Osigwe said He is ready to represent Nigeria at an international level ahead of Switzerland. The experienced goalkeeper said he is open to help the Super Eagles secure a ticket to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar if he is invited by the national team handlers. The 25-year-old has represented the country of his birth at the under 15, 16 and under 18 levels. Nigeria will slug it out with Liberia, Cape Verde and Central Africa Republic in Group C in the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and he believes the three-time African champions has what it takes to make it out of the group. Just before we go, always be physically and mentally alert on the road. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms: Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, said there is remarkable improvement on the pace of work on the Lagos-Ibadan standard gauge railway line. Lagos Traffic Radio is to collaborate with individuals and organizations that promote societal goods and values. We also told you that the heads of the European Commission and Council, Ursula von der Leyen and Charles Michel, have signed the withdrawal agreement ahead of the UK's exit from the EU on January 31. In sports, Swiss-born Nigeria goalkeeper Sebastian Osigwe said he is ready to represent Nigeria at an international level ahead of Switzerland. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. My name is Taiwo Barua. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.